Hey everybody, what's
Hi.
up? Welcome back to the channel. Today's a big day. The engine is going back in. It's been about a year and a half since it came out. We've gone through, you've seen me rebuild everything on the engine, and now we're going to finally put it in. I have my beautiful helper here with me today, my wife Christine.
Hi, guys.
And we are going to go ahead and we are going to get this engine mounted back up in the car. So, yeah, a real exciting day. Stick around and see how it goes.
I'd like to give a big shout out to my neighbor Ed, who stopped by and really helped out in getting this engine put back in. Without his help, we wouldn't have been able to get this engine back in. It's really at least a 3-person job. So thanks a lot, Ed. Really appreciate the help.
All right, well, there we have it. The engine's in. There is one bolt out of the 4 engine mounts that I cannot get through. It is the mount on the firewall side. The bolt goes in on this side, comes through, but does not find a hole to exit out on the other side. The bracket appears to be somewhat at an angle. So I've got to figure that out. I've probably spent 3 or 4 hours messing with it. It's just not happening. So I'm going to take a break for the night, hopefully get some kind of inspiration overnight, and figure it out tomorrow. So the engine's in, except for one bolt. And I gotta be honest, I knew this was going to be a problem when I took the engine out, because it was a pain to get out. This bolt right here, it's the rear support. The problem is, for whatever reason, the engine is not down far enough in, even though everything else is lined up. The engine is, or that mount is just not quite lining up, and it's like the engine needs to drop down a little bit more, but the engine doesn't want to drop down anymore. So not sure how I'm going to fix this just yet, but we'll figure it out. So here's what I've been able to determine. If you notice in this video now, it looks like it's a lot more lined up, but I still couldn't get the bolt through. The reason for that is because of the rubber thing that goes around the outside to keep things from rattling. The holes got knocked off and out of line when I started putting this thing back in, or when we put this back in. There's no way to move that rubber at this point, so I'm going to use a drill and basically create myself a new hole and hope that that works out.
This is a close-up view of that mounting bracket, and you can basically see that the bolt is coming through but doesn't quite line up with the hole, and this is really what I was struggling with the entire time, trying to get this last engine mount through.
Okay, we're just going to take a second and enjoy the beauty of this engine being in here after about a year and a half, and after about 7 hours of trying to get the bolt into the firewall side engine support. It's in. It's in, it's in. And it's secured. And it's torqued to spec. All the bolts are in. I wish I could tell you what it was that I finally did that made the firewall engine support finally everything line up. I don't know. Um, Basically, at the end of the day, I ended up undoing all of the bolts that held the um, engine support to the chassis so that I could move it around some more. And then I used all sorts of different screwdrivers and whatnot to pry and push and whatever in order to eventually finally get the bolt to line up and slide through. It's done. It's mounted. If the engine has to come out again, I think I'm going to sell this car. With that, this has been a Geek's Garage. Be sure that you like and subscribe and leave comments down below. And hopefully the next thing that I do on this engine or car won't be anywhere near as difficult as putting the engine back in the car. See ya.